welcome to today's project. My name is Miles, and I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Because of this, I have often ended up in the ER and in psychiatric hospitals. Unfortunately for me, this can be a yearly occurrence, where I engage in psychotic behavior and end up being Baker acted. That process normally actively involves police officers, EMS, and fire. This video contains scenes from my recent hospitalization, mainly dealing with the law enforcement that was on the scene when I was called in. I'm posting this project for awareness and for future law enforcement officers that want to know how to correctly assess and interact with patients who have a similar diagnosis or certain fears or traumas regarding the process. I have very severe medical trauma and PTSD because of prior hospitalizations, so this is a big point for me. The following scenes I was encouraged to film by the law enforcement officers involved to further put me at ease, since untoward things had happened before, where I'd had no finite evidence of malpractice and mishandling to show to those who were interested. Bear in mind that I'm incredibly upset in these videos, as I have an intense fear of law enforcement, EMS personnel, and hospitals due to repeated trauma. This video contains scenes featuring law enforcement and an active ER. For this reason, viewer discretion is advised. Please watch responsibly. I had been doing poorly for the better part of 2 months, and it finally came to a head when I spoke with one of my therapists and told him that I didn't plan to live beyond a week. This was when he had to make the call to Baker Act me, and law enforcement and EMS were sent to my house. I have been fearfully combative in the past, so instead of letting EMS come in to assess me, the law enforcement officers who were on the scene that day did so themselves, and then agreed to take me to the hospital so that I could avoid fighting with or injuring any of the EMS workers. This scene plays out shortly after this is agreed upon by all of us.
Okay, so you can stand up. Alright. So, you good if I search you now? Yeah? You can just put that there. Do you need that, or do you want to take that?
They probably need it.
They probably need it? Is it the keys to the house and stuff? Okay. Okay, do you want to... If you want, you can put it up there, and then I can grab it and make sure it goes with you. That way I don't touch you. Okay. You want to take just a couple steps forward? Alright. You mind if I search you now? No? You need a second? Okay. You tell me when. Good? Alright. So you don't have any knives or anything like that on you? Anything sharp? No? Okay. So I'm gonna start on this side, okay? I'm just gonna touch this pocket. Is that fine? Alright. I'm just gonna open this up. Do you need that napkin? No? Alright. I'm gonna touch right here. I'm using the back of my hand. Got nothing sharp. Alright. You mind facing that way so I can check the other side? Alright. You good if I touch? Good? I'll check this side again. Go through the pockets. Alright. I'm going to use the back of my hand to check here. Nothing. I'm going to check your front pocket here. Is that fine? Alright. Okay. And you got nothing in your hood? You mind if I check? You need a second? You let me know. You want to move your hair out of the way? That way I don't touch your hair? You good? I'm going to check right here. Okay. I'm going to use the back of my hand around your back. Okay. You mind just rolling up your wrists or your what you call it, sleeves? Okay. I'm gonna check the other side. That way I don't touch you. You won't see that side. Okay. Now those are the only scratches you have, just right there. No. that are fresh? Do you have other fresh ones? You do? Okay, where are they at? All over? Okay. Alright. So you ready to go now? So my partner's just going to walk in front. Is that fine? He's kind of just going to guide you. Is that okay? That way we don't have to touch you, but you do need to know where you're going. Alright?
I want to note that not only did the officer go through the steps that we were going to take between my house, the eventual vehicle that we'd be traveling in, and the ER and a psych floor, but he restated this for me multiple times and then broke down the steps that we would need to take between each destination. He also let me know when he was going to touch me, where he was going to touch me, and for how long, so that I wasn't overly upset by having hands put on me, which had caused me to react abrasively in the past. At this point, they have finished patting me down and are escorting me out to their cruiser.
You let me know when you're ready to go, and then he's just going to start walking. And I'll walk behind you. How far do you want me? Like right around here? This far? Okay. And my partner's going to be right there, so if you want to just follow him. We're just going to go in my car, alright? I'll stay over here. And your phone's the only thing that you want to go? Go with you? I'm going to close your door, but your dad's in the back, okay? He's going to take care of the animals. Mine is that first one. You want to be on the left or the right side? Doesn't matter. But that way you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put you on the passenger side, right? So you have a better view, okay? Is that fine? Is that okay? We'll go to this side over here, the passenger side. Okay. That way you can see me, all right? I don't want to hide anything from me, all right?
This side.
Okay. If you want to give him a second, he'll open the door. Okay. You gotta unlock it. It helps. Okay. So he's gonna step back, obviously. Usually we have to search you, but now we searched you. And just enter there. So I already checked. There's nothing there. Right? Take your time. Do you want that window down? Do you want the windows down? No? You want to? I can raise this one because this one's down. Is that fine? Okay. I'm going to close the door now.
I was much more comfortable riding in the back of the cruiser than being tied down in an ambulance, so arrangements were made so that I could travel with one of the officers instead. During this time, I am actively panicking. My respiration rate is climbing. I'm becoming incredibly upset, and I want to note that even though this is occurring, the officer continually redirects me, encourages me, and keeps me busy talking with him about other subjects to keep my mind from going to the worst possible scenario, which is the fact that we are indeed headed to the ER and then eventually the psych floor at the same hospital.
I was scared of all of you because, like I said, the last guy tried to kill me.
I'm sorry about that. I mean, I wasn't there for that.
Nobody was, and that's why nobody believes that it happened. That's why I asked for body cam footage, but no one would listen to me.
Well, so look, so this is the case number,
Yeah.
and next time, anytime you want a case number or anything like that, like body cam footage for a specific thing, you can always ask for a case number.
Okay.
Or if you're scared of us or you don't want to talk to us, you can always ask for a badge number too. You don't really have a badge number, it's
I
more like an
tried
employee
to.
number.
I did try to. I tried to ask after everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm just giving you all the options, that way you know. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to put this, I see you have a phone case, do you want to put it in the back of your phone?
Yes.
That way you yourself have it?
Yes.
Yeah?
They,
Well,
they can't take it away from me.
Huh?
They can't take it away from me. If I put that card in the back of my phone case, they can't steal it.
No, so I'm going to tell them this is yours and this is law enforcement. So they can't take this from you. They have to give it back.
Okay.
Even if they take it, they have to give it back. You understand? Just like your
Yes.
phone, they have to give it back. It is your property.
Right.
Right? If they don't give it back, then you call us, you call me, we'll come back and help you, okay?
Okay.
But that's what we're here for, is to help you. But let me talk to your mom, see what's gonna go on. Let me try to see if I can help you out with that. And then after, I'm gonna give you this.
Okay, can you just remind her that this was not a good place, that we agreed we were not gonna try to come back here?
Yeah, I'll try to find out what happened last time, see, explain your side, and then I'll see what her side is.
Okay.
And then I'll ask if she can stay. Is that fine? That way she can make sure you take the meds?
They're not gonna let her, but you can ask.
And I'll be honest with you, like, in this situation, I don't know if maybe they don't let you take meds because they want to see you not on your meds and then put you back on your meds, make sure you're on the right dosage. But clearly you know what dosage you need, right? Because it's working, right?
Yes, in a normal setting, it does most of the time, but that's the problem with them here. They said none of it's working, so they took me off everything cold turkey and said I had to go to court to get back on it. And that's medicine I can't just stop. You have to taper off over months. I've been on it since I was like a child.
Yeah, because they're like strong medication.
Right, you can't do that. I was so sick. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything. That's what we said. This place, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. So give me 1 second. Let me explain everything to her.
Okay.
And, again, look. After all of this, on Wednesday or Thursday, if you need to talk to me or my partner.
They're not gonna release me that early. They never do.
Yeah, they will. It's only a 3-day hold. It's only a 3-day hold. You'll be out Monday or Tuesday, if that. And then also, if you're feeling better, they'll just release you. Okay?
They kept me for over a week last time because they didn't know what to do. That's what I'm saying. This place, they don't know what they're doing.
Let me see if I can help you out, okay? But listen, before you leave, you're gonna take this. I want to see you put it on your phone.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm gonna tell them that you have my card.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And if any issues happen here, Wednesday or Thursday, I'm working.
Okay.
You contact me and explain everything that happened, okay?
Okay.
Or if you just want to talk, that's fine too. All right? You don't need an emergency to talk to me.
Okay.
All right? So give me a second.
Okay.
People who are familiar with my channel will have heard the story of my last hospitalization that did not go well due to case mismanagement. And unfortunately, that was the same hospital where I then ended up once again after I had been removed from my house. So upon arriving, even though I had been doing fairly well up until that point, I was very, very upset and PTSD symptoms were starting to set in. Normally, I will heavily dissociate once I enter the ER. And so I was expressing these concerns that I was not going to be able to listen to the officer from that point forward because I was already beginning to feel distant and fuzzy and I knew what was coming. Normally, once nurses and doctors on the scene attempt to put hands on me, I will completely leave my body and then my body just fights to the death. So this had been something we were hoping to avoid. You can see the officer here. He spent an hour with me outside the hospital just convincing me that it was okay, that he was going to speak for me, and that I did not need to rush and I could take things at my own pace. He also offered an arm for me to hold on to as we entered the ER, and then continually encouraged me until we were both able to get inside together. During this time, he was also very supportive of me continuing to film on my phone, even though I wasn't really sure that my phone was even running after a certain point because I was so deeply upset. He knew that that was important to me to have as much evidence as possible. So there are various points where he stops and asks me if my phone is still recording, which I thought was incredibly kind of him.
Come outside and then I'll open the gate and we'll go through it. And you're recording everything, so it's showing.
They can't do anything bad. They can't do anything bad if I'm recording.
Okay. And then you can always look back at the video, and you know what that video is going to show? You know what that video is going to show?
The floor.
It's going to show you actually taking a stand against yourself. You know?
I am not
showing
stronger than that.
Oh yeah, you are. Do you know where you are right now? You're in the back of my car, and this is all by choice. You did that. You chose it. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I want to make you mad.
You're not. Listen.
No, I did. I made the cops mad. They tried to drag me out, and I said, "Don't touch me, or I will hurt you." And then I hurt them, and they hurt me back.
I get you. I mean, not everyone's the same.
No.
Not every situation is the same. Okay. But sometimes we gotta tackle every situation different. Okay.
I feel bad for you.
Are you recording? Make sure you're
I
recording.
think so. I don't know.
You want me to check if you're recording?
I think it is. I can't
You
tell.
want me to see? Yeah, you're recording. Yeah, so you're good. Would it make you feel better to hold my forearm?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
That way it's not like I'm touching you, but you're holding on to me. Is that fine? Or my shoulder? Because you're taller than me.
Damn, taller than you.
I'm Cuban, so I'm short.
It's okay.
Would you want to hold on to my shoulder?
Oh, they see it, but they're sitting right there. She's sitting right there. You can see her in the car.
That's the front desk.
Yeah, but no, you can see the person sitting. Just sitting right there.
She's just working just like I'm working.
But she is not you.
I get it. But maybe she's nicer than me.
God, I highly doubt it.
Usually they're a lot more patient than we are.
You're the most patient person I met.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I'm still not out of your car.
Hmm?
And I'm still not out of your car.
That's fine.
Yeah, I could just stand right. I just stand right there.
Yeah, you can stand right there, but when I go to press the code, I can't leave you because you already said you're gonna run.
No, I said I didn't want to.
Oh, I got you.
But that I might.
Do you want to hold on to my shoulder? You can hold on to my shoulder, and then we can walk over there. I can press that, and then we walk in together. Is that fine? Is that fine? You want to do that? You stand like this until you get out, so you can hold on to my left shoulder. Make sure you record your steps because that's strong. Good? In your shoulder?
I don't want to fall.
Hmm?
I don't want to fall.
You don't want to fall? Yeah, put your hands on my shoulder if you want. Or you don't want me this close? Or do you want to use my forearm?
Okay.
Hmm? I got some art there too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Somebody told me when they saw my art in the hospital, they wanted me to make a tattoo for them one time.
I mean, that's cool. That's actually a pretty good idea. If you want, you can switch your hand with this one. So you can grab my forearm with your other hand. That way we can face the same direction.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch you. It's you. Okay? Is it good balance? Yeah. I'm just going to stay here, all right?
I'm hurting you.
Take a step back.
I'm hurting you.
Huh?
I'm hurting you.
No. It's going to take a lot more than that to hurt me. I've been blown up before, so it's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Well, so we're gonna go this way, okay? So we're gonna just back up and then just face that way. All right. So then I'm gonna open up the gate. You wanna follow me? Let me know if it's going too fast. Walk in here. You just gotta get to that wall right there. And then things will get easier. It's just literally one step at a time. And trust me. You don't know how impressed I am right now. And your parents are waiting for you. But now, listen, I don't want to rush, but I gotta press the code again, and then we gotta kind of walk in there so it doesn't close again, right? So you kind of think of it like a game, alright? Alright, let's go. Close this. It's like a game. It's like a game. Alright. Get a break. So you can stand over here at the wall. Like, do you want to sit down? No? Where do you want to go? You want to stand at this wall so I can talk to the nurses? Are you still recording?
I don't think I've ever had an officer actually get me to the ER and then remain with me for as long as this officer did. It was probably the difference between me already being restrained and sedated and me basically walking into the ER with his encouragement, so it made a huge difference. He didn't rush me once we got there. He gave me time to familiarize myself with what was going to happen and where we were. And then he remained kind, caring, and compassionate, and encouraging throughout the rest of the time that we were together. I do think that if he had been allowed to remain with me, things might have gone better from that point on. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So once my case was turned over to the ER staff, I did end up becoming very violent and combative and was eventually sedated and put in seclusion. But that's not really the main focus of this video. I think the main focus is just how well that this officer did during the time that we were together and how much kindness he showed in my situation, which has not been my experience up until this point. So if you're watching this video, I'm offering a heartfelt thank you for the time that you spent with me and for being the one voice in a sea of 1,000 that says, I'm different. I do care, and I'm gonna show you that, not just say that. Thank you so much for all you did for me. I really appreciate it. If you are a law enforcement officer and you are working with those who deal with mental illnesses, I think the most important thing to remember is that they're human. Talk to them, try to connect with them. They're going through an incredibly hard time, and your compassion could make the difference between a violent outburst and a calm car ride. Again, I know for me, normally it takes 6 to 8 people to restrain me and sedate me, and yet this cop, just by going very slowly and being kind and talking me through what was going to happen and avoiding making contact with me, unless needed, was able to get me all the way to the ER and into the ER without any problems. So that's huge. And if more people in law enforcement positions took this sort of a stance, I can only imagine that there would be greater good and better circumstances in a lot of situations where that's all that's needed. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this project. I hope that this has been helpful in some way. If you've had a similar experience or have had bad experiences, please feel free to leave your stories in the comments, as I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and stay awesome. Bye.